Hello, my name is Lisa, and this is Obi-Wan. If you've checked out his video, the training video for staff and students, there are some changes. Obviously, Obi's now 7.5. He's still a black golden doodle, right? And his treats are now freeze-dries kangaroo. We no longer use the hot dogs. And he works just as hard for them as he does. So here they are. Don't worry, it's not real meat, it's just freeze-dried. So today we're gonna work on some commands that we use on a regular basis with Obi. Even though we've had him for 6.5 years, he's a constant work in progress. So anytime you wanna do any practicing, I mean, I still practice commands with Obi. So we're gonna go over a few of those. This isn't gonna be a professional video by any sense, but just to give you an idea of how to work him, how he responds really well. I would suggest wearing this treat pouch for the first, month or so, because as you can see, he knows exactly what's in here, and he knows how to work for it. So this is something that I will be bringing to school. And I will be giving one to Ella as well that she can treat him. So let's get started. Obi, sit. Nice job. That is a sit. If for some reason he doesn't sit, you can say it one more time, this time saying, Obi, sit. Good boy. The hand signal for sit. Okay, let's stand up. Come around. He's so good at this. The hand signal is sit. Sit. So he knows how to get his treat. Sit. The next command is down. This is a command you'll use a lot in the classroom or in specials, pretty much several times a day. And that's just for him to lay near Ella. Obi, stand. Down. That's what a down looks like. And he's supposed to hold that down until you free. Obi, free. And that way he can get up. The hand signal for down. Down. Good boy. Free. One more note about down is that Obi can always break a down. When I say break a down, I mean if he's in a down and then just stands up. The only 2 reasons I'm okay with it is if he's going to alert to a seizure, or if, and this really doesn't happen in school, but I know at home, if she starts to get agitated or starts saying no, no, Obi will break it down because he's scared. So we never want to put a dog in a position where they're scared and we're making them stay in a down. But if he just decides to get up because he wants to go across the room, you can redirect him and say, no, Obi, down. The next command is going to be stand. You would use this if he's in a down and Ella needs to walk across the room, or you guys are going to a special, or not to the bathroom actually. Anywhere that you'd like him to come with, you would use the command stand. So usually he's in a down first. Obi, down. So he's in a down right now. Now here's the command. You're gonna take 2 fingers and pull it toward you. So you kind of put it right in front of his nose and pull it toward you. Let's see if I can do that. Okay. Obi, stand. Good boy. So that is stand. I'll show you that one more time. Obi, down. Stand. Good, stand. The next command is place. I will provide to school 2 blankets, sort of. They're navy, and they're a place where it's his safe place. If the room is active or you guys are doing a go noodle, something like that, and you just want him out of the way but able to keep his eyes on Ella, you would just send him to his place. This is not what it looks like. I forgot to bring it to work with me today, but I will show you place. So I'm in our school library, but let's just say that's his place, okay? So I'm sitting next to him. Obi, down. Good boy. Stand. Okay, Obi, place. And that is place. That was a beautiful place. Even if 2 legs are on it, it's considered a successful place. So you would treat him for that. And in the beginning, whenever someone new is working with Obi, I am all about jackpotting. And jackpotting is what I'm doing now. Just keep giving treats, keep praising, sort of keep him working for you, so to speak. Okay, Obi, free. Good boy. Another useful command, he's such a handsome boy, is under. So if you're in a classroom where you need him out of the way, or if Ella's sitting at a table and you want him under the table, what you would do is, Obi, under. Obi. He went to his place. See, sometimes that will happen. He's in a new location, but this is just to give you an example of what to do. So he did the wrong command. So you say, stand, Obi, under, under. And that's sort of an under. We'll try that one more time. Obi, stand. So that's where I want him to go under, but he's never really gone under there. So Obi, look at Mom. No, under. He's kind of under, but that's the idea, is you just sort of take where he is and you go under and point to where you want him to go. Once he gets used to the tables, once he gets used to the desks, he should be under that table. Good boy, free. For Obi gear, I wanted to show you, he has 2 different kinds of harnesses. This one is he's a balance dog, so he helps Ella ambulate in the hallways. So if she's having good days and she wants to walk, she will hold on to this. She has gotten so tall that she almost has to lean down now, but when she got him when she was, let me think, 8, they were sort of, it was just like a perfect height for her. So this one it's metal, it's a little bit sturdier, and it's got buckles that go underneath. So he may wear this one to school, but come over here, buddy. Come over here. Here, over here. Over here, come, over here. The other one that you see him with now, and he's not cooperating, is this one. It's a soft side. This handle is not one that Ella, it's just not as sturdy. So she may have a hard time grabbing onto this, holding onto this. So he tends to wear this one just as equally as the metal one. It just sort of depends on how Ella. So let's talk seizure alert. Obviously, it's going to be very hard for me to replicate it without Ella here. But to give you an idea, Obi doesn't just alert to the visual nature of the seizures, whether she's clonicking, you know, oftentimes her head will go, or during a tonic. So that was a tonic-clonic, but during a tonic where her whole body stiffens, she might turn. When she's done, she tends to exhale, do a very loud, heavy breathe. Sometimes it's, to recover, it could be up to a minute or 2, and with those noises comes barking. Most of the time, as you're treating him, he will stop. But sometimes he will just go on and on because he's hearing the noise, he's seeing you attend to her or someone attending to her. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. The first thing is, if you notice, when we were just doing simple commands, I was maybe giving him 1 or 2 pieces of treat. When he alerts, I'm completely okay with handful. And when I say handful, you keep letting him have some. If he continues to bark, so as I was saying, handfuls are okay. If you feel like you need to attend to Ella, you can just throw the handful right in front of him. You could put it near Ella. I want him to associate it. Obviously, he knows by now, but I want to continue to treat him so that the treat is right by Ella. Sometimes I even put it in her hand, even if she can't like hold on to it, just so that he gets the smell and the treat. Hopefully that makes sense. If he just continues to bark, the seizure is done, she's just sort of recovering, no noises are being made, then what we kind of do is reset him. And what that looks like is you can give 1 of 2 commands. Any command actually works to reset him, but I'm going to teach you 2. 1 is touch and 1 is kisses. So I will show you them now. Obi, sit. Okay, so Obi, touch. Good boy. So you'd pat Ella's leg and have him touch. So that's one way to reset him. And the other is, Obi, kisses. No, kisses. Kisses. Obi-Wan, kisses. No, no touch. Kisses. See, it even happens to me. Obi, kisses. And usually he gives kisses. He may not for me because I'm not the one that had the seizure, but when you say kisses and point to Ella's hand, he will lick her. And that's a way to reset. So again, I'll show you one more time. Obi, touch. Good touch. And Obi kisses. Yeah, he's still giving me his paw, but he would also kiss Ella's hand. So those are 2 ways to reset him. You don't want to keep giving him treats when he's barking and it's not appropriate. So that's one strategy. Sometimes I will even say to him, Obi, all done? Thank you, all done. All done. Give him some pets, good boy. Give him that kind of positive reinforcement, but you don't need to be treating him anymore because otherwise he'll just keep going. So for walking in the hallways, most dogs, almost all dogs, heel on the left, your left. But because Ella is a lefty and has to hold on to his harness with her left hand, he has to be on your right. So I'll reverse in a second so you can see what it would look like, but he is currently on my right. When you want to start walking, and he will probably automatically do this because he's so used to it, you give the command right. Obi, right? So he is on my right side, and sit. And Ella would be standing right here, holding onto his harness with her left hand. I'll show you that again. Right? And he should stay nice and close to you. Sit. Good boy. He's looking for treats now. So again, your right side of your body is where Obi should be. To Obi's right is where Ella should be. I oftentimes have her helmeted if she is ambulating, especially in school because of the hard floors. And once she's helmeted and holding on to him, she's as safe as she can be. So that's sort of how you would look if you're in the hallway walking. If she's in her push chair, same thing. You'd be pushing and he would still be on your right of the push chair. Holding this, it's pretty loose. He doesn't need you to be holding on tight. So sort of like a U shape. You just kind of hold him and walk him. for some reason you need him to stop, you would just give him a pull and then release. So, just like when you're meeting a new person, you have to sort of get used to each other, your intonations, how you say things, and what meaning those words hold. Like, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And it's the same thing, obviously, with dogs. So as new staff is getting used to working with Obi, he needs to start learning what you mean. So there are some ways that trainers have encouraged us that when you first start working with a dog, to give them praise. There's a certain way to do it. And at the same time, if he's doing something that you don't want him to do, you obviously are going to lower your voice. So, for example, you sound like a fool doing it, but it works. And then obviously he'll get to know you, he'll know what you mean, and what you mean is what you say, and all will be good in the world. But in the beginning, you really want to establish your hierarchy with him. So let's say I'm just getting to know Obi and I give him a command and he does it. So, Obi, sit. Good. Good. Sit. Down. Good. So sort of my voice goes up and you sound, like I said, a little crazy, but it works. And in the same token, if he's doing something that you don't want him to do, he's not going to do that for me today. You would say to him, Obi, no. And then repeat your command. So for example, you want to put him in place. So you say, Obi, place, and he just lays down in front of you, which sometimes he might do. No, Obi, place, and you point to where it is. So again, it's just playing with your voice until he realizes the difference. Just like we do with kids, right? We never praise in an angry voice and vice versa, and that's sort of how these guys work. Hello, we are back. Totally forgot about a command that I really wanted to make sure you had use of. If you're walking in the hallways and you see something that you don't want Obi to go near, if it's food that maybe falls, a student drops part of his or her lunch, or if Ella drops something, he's pretty good about not taking human food, but again, he is a dog, so if it's enticing and he's not told what to do, he will definitely go over and at least try to sniff it. So what you would do is if you're walking in the hallways or if something drops, in this case, let's say we're at a table and food drops, leave it. Leave it. So he either, come on buddy, he either, no, oh. You see what happens. Those are treats, but sit. I'm gonna leave it again. Leave it. So it's right there, and he knows he's not supposed to touch it. If you're walking in a hallway, you'd be able to pull him right by, just by saying leave it. Okay, buddy, free? So I just wanted to share that one with you.